Any of us that are trying to do a lot of education type stuff online, we tend to kind of get stuck sometimes. Like, how can I be creative? How can I do it? And really, at the end of the day, I'm kind of exhausted because I've done this stuff all in my practice. So I think what I'm going to start doing is when I get one of these ideas or one of these things that I just see over and over and over again in the clinic, we're just going to go over it. Because if I have to do this with all my patients in here, there's a good chance that all of you guys out there in YouTube world need this stuff too. So I want to cover a rib injury because they're super common and I see them all the time and they're very, very mishandled. So I have a small PDF that can go with this. If you want to get on the Dr. Chad Peters website, you can get the PDF that I hand to my patients. But here's the basic idea. These ribs, and there's 12 sets of them, they all sit together with the thoracic spine. And the problem is, if the vertebrae sits like this, and the rib is supposed to be kind of like on the front side of it, sometimes it'll move a little bit high or low, or it won't be moving, and the capsule around there gets super inflamed. And that capsule sends all the signals to the body. So this happens anywhere in the body. If you sprain your ankle just kind of swells up. Well, in the spine, there's not a lot of swelling that happens because there's too many important nerves that come out of the spine and they go to important things like your organs. So you don't want the nerve that goes to your spleen to have a super inflammation on there and now it's not getting the right signal. So what the body does instead of swelling on the spine is it just locks all the muscles down tight. It creates this protective spasm so that you can't move very fast. Now that's where all of us as practitioners, chiropractors, PTs, athletic trainers, your doctors, your nurse friends, your massage therapists, this is where we blow it because it's super easy to touch or what we call palpate tight muscles. And when you feel those tight muscles, you're like, oh man, you got a muscle spasm. We got to get in there and loosen up the spasm, man. We got to rub it out. We got to use the tools. I'm going to get in there with my elbow because I can really feel that knot. Well, most of the time, that knot isn't a knot. It's the rib. And you're not going to sit there and make a bone submit and give up. So let's be smarter on how we approach this thing. Those little capsules that surround the ribs are so sensitive to inflammation that they create a muscle spasm. So don't treat the spasm, treat the inflammation. Let's get in there with some ice. Let's get in there and desensitize the area and deflame it. Take the thread away. When there's no longer a thread on the spine, the muscles will relax. So I have to tell my clients all the time, stop using the hot shower. I know it feels great, man. You let that hot shower get in there. Oh, bonesy, it feels so good. But 10 minutes later, you can't even deal with it. So how do you know if you've got a rib issue? Because they're common. Well, the most common way is people will say, Doc, it feels like I've got a knife stabbing in there. It hurts to take a deep breath. I can't back my car out of the driveway because it hurts so bad. That's probably an indication that you have a rib issue. The best thing you can do is get this thing moving right away and try to get some mobilization, but you also want to treat it like it's inflamed. The biggest thing we do in my clinic is not so much the chiropractic part, it's getting you guys the education. Now you know how to handle a rib. They tend to completely resolve in 2 visits. So treat it like it's inflamed, get the thing fixed up, and get yourself feeling better. Mashing and smashing and grinding and foam roller and having your best friend or your wife pound that thing, it's not going to work. It's only going to make the thing get worse. So treat it the right way. Now you know how to handle a rib. You just finished another rehab to go. I know you learned something. If you want to know when the next one's coming out so you can be ready for it, all you got to do is subscribe. Hit the little bell, it'll ding and tell you, hey, Chad's got another one coming out. Don't forget to tell your friends, especially those that are like-minded, the kids, the students that are getting into this industry. They know what direction they want to go, but no idea how to get there. This information helps them make those decisions. Look forward to seeing you guys next time.